What's up, food enjoyers? Pineapple here, and here I am with a class that's a bit unusual for me, a Blood Death Knight. And this is because this is the class with the least amount of mobility. Sure, I have a bit of extra movement speed with Death's Advance, but that's the only thing. And all of these skips that I'm gonna mention are gonna be possible on any class, including ones with extremely low mobility. And I'm not gonna cheap out on you. None of the skips are gonna be like, oh, you can walk around this boss. No, all of the skips are gonna be major out-of-bounds skips that you can do on any class. The skips are gonna be in an increasing order of WoW expansions, except for the last one, which I think is the coolest one. Okay, here we go. Number 1, Scarlet Halls, Simple Clip Out. In Scarlet Halls, you can actually skip to any boss with any class. Right here leads to the first boss, but we're gonna skip past him. We're gonna jump up on the side of this bench, and then face towards the storage, jump and hold W, and do it again, jump and hold W, and actually the wall ends here, so we can just jump, hold W again, and simply clip out of bounds. From here we can jump down, zoom into the minimap, and on this bottom right tile we can actually clip back as well to continue further to the dungeon, skipping the first boss. So just jump up, right in the middle, and we're clipped back in. And then you can simply walk past the second boss, getting you to the third boss if you wish. And by the way, with Demon Hunter you can just do this. It's a bit easier. Number 2, Razorfen Kraul, Vine Skip. This is gonna become a recurring theme. Potion of Gusts is gonna be our best friend when it comes to skips with classes that don't have any mobility. And in Razorfen Kraul you can actually skip all 3 of the beginning bosses with a simple Potion of Gusts. So go right here, and the skip is gonna be to the left, right here. Okay, go on top of this root, and with Potion of Gusts we simply wanna make it on top of this nest area, just like this. Okay, I overshot it a tiny bit, but it's fine. And then we keep going, and there is not gonna be a path anymore here, so we'll just jump down here. And then this vine, which usually just saves you whenever you fall off the platform, actually will bring us very near to the end. It brought us up to this bridge area, and this bridge area actually just connects to the end of the dungeon, right here. And as you can see, we're gonna make it all the way to the end, to the penultimate boss of Razorfen Kraul, and then you can just finish the dungeon from here. Just like this, this is the second to last boss. And there we go, we can defeat this guy as well. GG. Number 3, Dire Maul West, Floor Clip. This is also gonna become a theme. I'm gonna be using a floor clip toy to clip to the last boss. However, spreading information about these floor clip toys will just make them more likely to be fixed. So instead, please join the Walkfalls Discord server to find out what they are if you're interested. On these stairs, if you jump on the railing and use one of these floor clip toys, once I'm out of combat, just like this, then it's gonna clip you just next to the last boss, right here. And GG. Number 4, End Time Pillow Skip. In End Time, you would normally talk to this teleporter and teleport to the first boss, but what if I told you with any class you can actually skip to the last boss using some Dragonflight pillows, specifically 2 pillows, one of them here on this wall, and then actually you can mount in this dungeon, so it's gonna be faster. And then I'll see you on the other side. And the other one to clip back in right here in front of you. And there you go. You're gonna be able to make it to the last boss from here. GG. Number 5, Upper Blackrock Spire, Gusts to the end. When speedrunning Upper Blackrock Spire on a Demon Hunter, you can actually skip boss 2, 3, and 4, but did you know that in any class you can actually also skip boss 3 and 4, which is good because these are the slowest bosses. Even if you can one-shot them, these take a while to come out, but we need to get there first. Demon Hunter skip is in this location. You can clip out here and go to the 5th boss, which is directly this way. I tried making that work with all sorts of toys and potions, and I could just barely not make it. However, an old skip location discovered by Runner a couple years ago still works with the potion of Gusts. I told you that was gonna be my best friend in this run. So the 3rd boss is straight this way. But if we go to the right here, this corridor is actually never used, and so we're just gonna take advantage of this. We're gonna go up here on this rock, and then once we hit our head, we're gonna do a toy car clip. If you're interested how to do a toy car clip, then please feel free to join the Walkflows Discord server as well. We're gonna use toy car and then Bryco Drinking Horn. I guess I told you how to do it, okay. And then jump even higher. As you can see, we're clipped out. And then we want to make it up here. Let's see. Okay. Up even further. Once we can actually see out of bounds is the best. It's a bit difficult to see. Let's see if I can jump to the right here. Okay. If you zoom out, it's going to be easier to see. Then we want to make it up on top of this pillar. Don't overjump. That's the worst. Because you'll fall off and die. Okay, and then we want to make it on top of this pillar. And then we want to aim approximately this way and jump and use Potion of Guts and pray that we make it here. Good luck. And there we go. This is the tunnel that leads to the 5th boss. If we go right here, just clear some of these packs, and the 5th boss is literally right there, skipping bosses 3 and 4. And GG. Number 6, Siege of Boralus. What siege? This is another dungeon where we're gonna be abusing some pillows, and we're gonna be skipping the first 3 bosses. Now, unfortunately, this skip route isn't too fast, so it's only really a skip if you are struggling with the first 3 bosses in like BFA Remix, if that ever comes out. So we're gonna skip right here, next to this burning pile of garbage. Place a pillow right here, through this invisible wall, sit on it, and then we're gonna have to struggle through this garbage to get to next to the staircase right here, and they can mount out of bounds. And we're gonna ignore the fact that Boralus is under siege and just completely go next to it. Now with a Demon Hunter, you'll be able to continue straight, jump to this next roof, and continue to the last boss pretty much straight on. But with any class, we can no longer do that. So we'll just jump down here, and you'll need a water walking effect, like a water walking mount, a potion, or be a Death Knight and activate water walking. We'll need this because if we jump into the water, well, sharks will eat us, even if we are level 90 or any higher level, and we'll be teleported back to the start in about 3 seconds. And then we'll go around this whole mountain, so see you on the other side. Once you arrive here, you just climb up the mountain to the left and continue on. And once again, when you come here, you will need water walking again, and then we'll just go straight to the last boss here. And then here we will need to use another pillow to clip back in. About here is good. Place another pillow through the invisible wall. And then you'll clip back in. and then just defeat the last boss. You will need to attack the last boss as well in order to get loot from it, but you will need to finish him with a cannon. And there we go. Number 7. Halls of Infusion Floor Clip. This skip is pretty close to the entrance, and we're gonna be using a floor clip toy again. So just right here on this pillar, you wanna be jumping up to this right hand side corner and use a floor clip toy here. And then the out of bounds navigation is a bit tricky. Make sure you navigate over here, zoom in if you can't see stuff, and then we are gonna have to jump to this location with a portion of Gusts. If you jump to the left side, you won't be able to activate the last boss, and this jump is a bit scary, so, well, good luck. Looks like I failed. So this is what happens if you don't jump far enough. You need to activate the last boss by defeating some of these mobs, otherwise you won't be able to kill him, so be right back. Okay, here we go again. This time I'm gonna jump further to the right, and once we hit this texture I'm gonna use Potion of Gusts, and then hopefully we can, yes, land here in this water. Here we go. And this bubble is gonna bring us to the end of this bridge, and then we can just normally fight our way through this bridge, through the mobs. And then these mobs that spawn this final guy, and that activates the last boss. So we've successfully skipped to the final boss. GG. Number 8. Temple of Ahn'Qiraj, Leap of Faith. This is IMO the coolest skip for all classes in the game. In Temple of Ahn'Qiraj, you can actually skip all of these bosses and go directly to Cthulhu. Yep, you just go to the left here, under this bridge, or hangover, whatever. You dismount, go to the edge here, mount again, and jump when you end the mount cast. Okay, here we go. It takes a couple of attempts, but now we can actually just jump out of bounds. Make sure you don't land in this section, go around it. Right here. And then we jump down here, we can mount again. Take this path exactly to the right here, to the left here. And then we'll do a leap of faith in here. This is the tunnel that leads to Cthulhu. And then we'll go straight south here, through this tunnel. And you'll be dismounted, but you can walk forward and say hello to our tentacle overlord just to the right here. Welcome to Cthulhu. And you can defeat him, and you'll get all the loot as well. So phase 1, and then we'll wait for phase 2. Here we go. GG. So those were all the skips. Which one was your favorite? Did I miss any? Please feel free to share in the comments, and see you later. Goodbye.